They've been underestimated, knocked down, counted out, but they never stayed down. Why? Because Sigma females don't just survive failure, they evolve from it. Have you ever wondered why some women walk through fire and come out wearing diamonds? Royal realms, gather around because today we're diving into a story that you might just see yourself in. Picture this: a young woman, quiet but observant, always sitting at the back of the class. She wasn't the loudest, she wasn't the most popular, and she never begged for attention. People overlooked her until they couldn't anymore. One by one, those who doubted her watched her transform. Failed relationships, she learned. Lost jobs, she rebuilt. Betrayals, she forged boundaries. That woman, that's the Sigma female. And she's bulletproof from failure, not because life's been easy, but because she's mastered the art of rising. Ladies, failure fears a Sigma female because she's the type who turns breakdowns into breakthroughs, setbacks into blueprints, and rejections into redirections. You're about to find out why Sigma females are the ultimate comeback queens. What is it about them that makes failure just another stepping stone? What do they know? What do they do? And how can you adopt this bulletproof mindset? As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, a woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water. So Royal Realms, make sure you watch till the end, because we're unlocking what makes you, yes you, bulletproof. This is more than a video. This is a journey into the soul of the Sigma female. Failure is a word that sends shivers down most people's spines. But to the Sigma female, it's just feedback, it's data, it's direction. Let's break down the psyche and power of the Sigma female, and why the very concept of failure doesn't stick to her like it does to the rest of the world. Let's be honest, ladies. Life throws curveballs faster than a caffeine-fueled toddler with a baseball bat. But Sigma females, they don't flinch. They adjust their stance and swing. Sigma females don't fear failure because they have redefined what failure actually means. While society labels failure as a dead end, Sigma females see it as a detour, maybe even a divine one. That's the difference. They understand that the path to greatness isn't linear. It's a zigzagging roller coaster with loop-the-loops, and they ride it like pros. They're bulletproof because they've learned to extract the lesson from every loss. Let's say a Sigma female gets rejected from her dream job. She doesn't fall into despair. Nope. She studies what went wrong, builds new skills, and positions herself even better for the next opportunity. She's like a phoenix, but make it fashion-forward and emotionally intelligent. But let's not mistake her calm for complacency. Sigma females are quietly ruthless with their self-growth. While others cry over spilled milk, she's already milking another cow. Sounds funny, but you know it's true. You know what else makes them bulletproof from failure. They don't let their identity become fused with their mistakes. While others spiral into self-loathing, Sigma females separate the event from the essence. They know failure is something that happened. It's not who they are. Royal Realms, here's where it gets even deeper. Sigma females have this wild skill of emotional self-regulation. They don't crumble under pressure, they transform. Heartbreak, they alchemize it. Job loss, they pivot. Betrayal, they level up. They understand that failure isn't personal, it's purposeful. Ladies, you ever met someone who treats life like a chessboard, not a slot machine? That's the Sigma female. Every move is calculated. Every failure is studied. She learns fast, adapts faster, and she doesn't need a crowd to validate her growth. Her evolution is private, but her results? Loud. What also makes her bulletproof is her obsession with internal validation. She's not chasing applause or collecting likes to feel worthy. Her self-worth is built on internal wins. How she handled that panic attack, how she walked away from toxicity, how she healed in silence. These are the victories nobody sees, but she knows. She's also deeply self-aware. This isn't a woman who pretends everything is fine while the house is on fire. No, she faces her failures head-on. She does the shadow work. She looks at her patterns, her wounds, her flaws, and she does the work to rise. Sigma females don't avoid discomfort. They befriend it. Royal Realms, let's talk about resilience. Sigma females don't just bounce back. They bounce forward. They use every experience, every heartbreak, every challenge to push into a better version of themselves. And trust me, There's nothing more terrifying to failure than a woman who grows every time she falls. Ladies, ever wonder why people fear a Sigma female's silence? It's because they know she's not plotting revenge, she's plotting reinvention. While others stew in bitterness, she's strategizing her glow up. Let's not forget one more superpower. The Sigma female doesn't compete. While others are caught up in comparison, she's busy crafting her own lane. That's what makes her failures so uniquely powerful. They're not measured against anyone else's yardstick. Her only competition is who she was yesterday. Period. And humor? Oh, don't get it twisted. Sigma females can laugh at themselves. They're not above poking fun at their past blunders. They've got that cheeky grin like, "Yee, I fell. But did you see the way I landed?" Failure doesn't embarrass them, it entertains them, because they know it's all part of the plot twist. Royal Realms, let's wrap this in a real-world truth bomb. Society has told women that failure makes them weak, unworthy, or broken. But Sigma females, they've rewritten that script. To them, failure is a fierce teacher, a forge for resilience, a sacred initiation. They don't fear falling because they've mastered the art of the comeback. So if you're a woman who's been knocked down, if you've questioned your worth after making a mistake, if you've ever felt like giving up, don't. Because every so-called failure is your training ground. Every rejection is redirection. Every breakdown is a signal for a breakthrough. Look in the mirror. That woman staring back at you. She's not broken. She's bulletproof. Ladies, the world will keep measuring you by outdated metrics. By how perfect you look, how few mistakes you've made, how smoothly your life has gone. But the Sigma female doesn't play by those rules. She doesn't shrink for comfort. She expands through chaos. And when life throws her into the fire, she doesn't burn. She becomes the flame. So the next time you stumble, the next time you hear no, the next time something doesn't go your way, I want you to smile. Because that's not your ending. It's your elevation. Failure, that's just your sidekick now. Your secret ingredient. Your ticket to transformation. Sigma females aren't born bulletproof. They become that way through grit, grace, and a whole lot of inner glow. So Royal Realms, stay bold, stay silent when needed, laugh at the chaos, rise with class, and most of all, own your failures like the queen you are. Now go out there and keep walking your impactful Sigma female journey. You're not just surviving, you're rewriting the rule book. And that, ladies, is why Sigma females are bulletproof from failure. Stay fearless, stay feminine, and stay absolutely unstoppable.